Hey guys, as most of you know by now, it's been confirmed that Tobi is actually Obito Uchiha. No surprise really for me. I had a feeling that it was gonna be him for a while. I mean, there's been 8 billion hints. I mean, it's just funny. I go back on these old videos with Obito in it and Tobi, like all these theories, and these people are saying that it can't be him, it's not him, I refuse to believe it, blah blah blah. Well, guess what? You have to believe it because it's true. Kishi didn't troll us. Luckily, that we thought, some of us thought that he's gonna troll us and go on to Sasuke, but he didn't. That's great. But I do have some concerns about this whole thing. I mean, it's great. It's been confirmed who Tobi is, the man behind the mask. It's right that he's Obito Uchiha. It's the body of Obito Uchiha, but is it really the real Obito Uchiha? Like, is it really the same kid that we knew when he was around 13, 14, or how old he was when he was with Kakashi and when he was buried alive? Is that the same Obito Uchiha, or is he possessed, or maybe someone took his body and did something to it? And I'm gonna explain some. I'm not gonna explain it, but I'm just gonna keep like asking some questions and going into some details and then all. All right, so pretty much. I mean, we saw the last page. I have the pictures here that Tobi is Obito. I mean, it kind of just say it right, out in the open, which is great. But they don't explain anything in this chapter, which it gave me millions of questions. That it's great, but how does he exist? How is he still alive? We saw what happened. I mean, I know this is Naruto, and anything could happen in this thing, pretty much. But I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. And I'm hoping 600, chapter 600 will explain a lot more. So I mean, my question is Zetsu really, did he take over, Obito's body? I mean, this picture pretty much just explains that, I mean, maybe Madara, I don't know, something of Madara, maybe told Zetsu. I mean, what is Zetsu too? Like, we don't know anything about him. Maybe Obito created him. Who knows? But this picture pretty much just like explains maybe they found this body of an Uchiha and just repair it, and then you can use it, and it'll have great power. I don't know, train it. Who knows? I mean, just take a boy's body, it could become so powerful. Who knows? And I also was reading this guy's comment. I was joking around. This was like 2 days before the chapter came out, and I was kind of trolling on a video. I was just joking around though. But I said that Tobi is Obito, and this guy said no, it can't be. And he said, look at the chapter where the fourth Mizukage explains when Tobi controlled him. During that time, it was known as a bloody mist in that village because you had to kill your own opponent to become a Jonin. And Zabuza was in that era, who was the same age as Kakashi. That makes sense. But he met Kasami before that. Alright. And Kasami was in his 40s when that happened, I'm guessing. So that's a 20-year difference, and he pretty much just says like Obito was either like a baby or very, not even born. This couldn't happen. Kasami was too old. Everything, and Tobi was there. He was on controlling the Mizukage. So how is this possible? How is Tobi alive back then? How is he fighting Minato? I mean, you saw Kakashi. He was very young. I mean, he was what, maybe in his late teens, maybe like 19, early. I don't know about 20s, but I don't know. It's probably been confirmed, but he was young, very young. So maybe 17. I don't know, but how was Tobi? I mean, he fought Minato. I mean, he knew what Minato was all about, so I guess he wasn't scared of him. How he was able to get past the barrier, I don't understand. And also, the other big question I have is if this was really Obito, like the real Obito, how would he be able to always get like new arms? Because this guy gets his arms blown up, blown off, blown whatever all the time. It's been like it's been 3 times at least. The newest one with the Rasengan that it didn't blow off his arm, but it burned him and whatever. But the first time it was with Minato where he did the Rasengan on him, and his left arm, it just started to come off, and there was blood and like white Zetsu stuff was coming out. It was disgusting. Well, I mean, like, what is that? Like, there had to be like some Zetsu in him because he's like the only Zetsu's the only thing we've seen that can like that melts like that. We had that with the fifth Mizukage, which I think was melting it. It kind of looked like that. What else would do that? I don't know. And then he gets his arm back, and when he's with the orange mask, Toby, he gets it back in Naruto Shippuden. And then also when he fights Conan, she blows his right arm off, and he gets it back. And also, a third. No, there's actually four of them. And then I think it was before that where he touches the bug beetle dude, and he you know, it infects the person's body and they die. So he touched them by I don't know, on purpose, whatever, and he pretty much just broke it and it tore it off and all and threw it away. I forgot what I think it was a right arm. I'm not sure. But I mean, like, and he got it back right after that. Then he fought Conan, and then that happened, and his arm blew off, and had his mask. But I mean, like, he got three times his arms got destroyed, and the fourth time it got blown. So who knows? Maybe his whole body will get destroyed. But like, how does Zetsu, like, is this part of the Zetsu thing? Like, we don't know anything about Zetsu, so maybe this will, Zetsu will come into this. Also about the Izuna theory, people were thinking about the Izuna theory. What happened to his body? Kabuto was able to revive a lot of legends, a lot of legendary shinobi, and he couldn't find Izuna. Feels a little suspicious. I mean, maybe Madara did something to his body. That's why he couldn't find it. And maybe that Zetsu. I don't know. Who knows? I don't really care. The Kagami theory is. I mean, these theories are all gone now. I mean, but who are these people? I mean, maybe he showed them for. Maybe Kishi showed them for a reason. Like Kagami. I mean, we thought it was Tobi was him for a while because of his hair, and he was a Uchiha, and he looked old like Danzo, and we've seen pictures of half of his face. But I think they're just wrinkles because the new picture now that we have in 599, his entire rest of his face has like those same wrinkles. So I think that was just, I don't know. I mean, his left side is perfectly fine, but what I don't know honestly. The Madara clone Sun theory. I mean, it could be. I mean, I don't know if this is 100% Obito. I mean, there were many guesses. I mean, hints that he said a few chapters before. Toby said, "Why would it matter if I showed you my face?" Something like that. Like you don't, guy doesn't remember them, and Kakashi has regrets and stuff like that. So maybe maybe he has Obito's memories, but I don't know. I'm maybe just thinking about this too much. But I still questions that I have. How was it able to survive that rock? That just being smashed up and stuff. How is he? How does he know all this stuff? How does he know the Sage of Six Paths and the Ten Tails? How does he know how to do all this stuff? Who told him this? I mean, how does he have all this power? Like, how did he give Nagato the Rinnegan? He said he gave him the Rinnegan. Well, how were you even able to get the Mangekyo Sharingan yourself? I mean, that's the thing though. How does he have this lab? I mean, that's probably Itachi's doing. He got all of his eyes. He has the Sharingan lab. How did he get the Rinnegan? I mean, he was able to give it to Nagato. That makes maybe no. That makes no sense. And how was he able to get Remember he used Izanagi against Conan, and you need the Senju DNA to do that. How did he get that? I mean, where did he get that? So, where is he getting all this information? So, I mean, that's the thing, though. It's a little fishy. I don't know if this is the real Obito. He had to be. Someone has to be helping him. He can't be doing this all by himself. I mean, this kid was a little punk back then. I mean, he was, dropping those teardrops in his eyes because he couldn't see and stuff. And now he's this big badass who's trying to take over the world. And what made him want to do this? Why is he killing people to get in his way just to do this? I mean, it doesn't seem like the Obito we knew. I mean, something might have happened. Maybe someone changed him. Just so many questions I have. I mean, I'm probably forgetting a few, but how is Obito? How is he doing this? I mean, why is he doing this? I mean, Kishi put Kakashi and Guy in this fight for a reason, and now we understand why. It's Obito. It's his body. But is it really the real Obito? That's the real question I have. So, I mean, until next time, guys, I hope you didn't get too lost and bored, but, subscribe, please. That would help a lot. Like it, favorite it, I don't know, whatever you guys do these days. But, if I have any more questions and concerns, hopefully chapter 600 will explain a lot more. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm looking into this too much, but who hasn't? I'm very curious, so we'll see.